Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera semuanya. So, saya Dr. Nur Akilah Hazira from Fakulti Ekonomis and Muamalat, Universiti Sains Islam Malaysia, USIM, Nilai, Negeri Sembilan in Malaysia. So today I want to share with you guys about halal industry in Malaysia. And also, before we dive into halal industry in Malaysia, we would like us to refresh what is exactly halal. So hence, my presentation title today is Understanding Halal and Halal Industry in Malaysia. So this is my profile. So my name is Nur Akilah Azira binti Mumanim. I work in Fakulti Ekonomis and Muamalat, Universiti Sains Islam Malaysia as senior lecturer, and my field of study is Islamic finance, financial technology, and also halal training. And I would like to mention my honorable mentor in halal field is Mrs. Adeline Masood, and she has a very vast experience in halal, including halal training and halal cosmetic. And currently our project is on halal training and how technology like gamification, augmented reality can enhance halal training. So we begin to understand the overview of halal industry in Malaysia. So halal in Malaysia have started in year 1974. This is when the first halal certifications have been issued by the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia JAKIM. And then since then, realize the vast potential of halal industry in Malaysia. The Halal Industry Development Corporation has been formed to encourage the halal industry by bringing Malaysia as a halal hub. And then today, Malaysia is the leading global halal hub with annual report value of RM35.4 billion for halal product. And also, halal standard now has widely been used, including by MNC company such as Nestle, Colgate and Palmolive and Unilever. And then Malaysian halal portfolio has also expanded beyond food and beverages into venture in other sectors such as cosmetic, logistic, pharmaceutical and most recently halal tourism. So now we continue to understanding halal. Okay, so what is halal and thayyiban? So halal and thayyiban should come together. So halal, the meaning of halal is permissible to use or engage in according to Islamic law and Sharia. So halal means permitted, allowed and lawful. So who said to us as a Muslim to not eat this and to not eat that? It is have been said in the Al-Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah. So it said that he has only forbidden to you dead animals, blood, the flesh of swine, and that which has been dedicated to other than Allah. But whoever is forced by necessity, neither desiring it nor transgressing its limit, there is no sin upon him. Indeed, Allah is a forgiving and merciful. So it has been said in the Al-Quran that we are not allowed to eat such food. So as a Muslim, we have to comply with this. So we specifically dive into what the definition of halal. There is four, and the first one is free substance of forbidden haram animal. So as we can see on the slide, this is the haram animals that have been said in the Al-Quran, such as pig, dog, and tiger. Also alligator, scorpion, and frog, who live in the water and also on the land. Okay, so number two, definition of halal is not containing filthy substance according to Islamic law. So what are the filthy substance? So for example, najis, or filthy or unclean, and then physical or chemical, biological, microbial hazard, and then third is human part or its derivative. So as we know, we are open to many products from outside our country. So we don't know, for example, food, what they put in the food. So some of the manufacturer will put placenta in their food to make a better texture and all that. So if it's still haram because they contain this filthy substance, even though it is not pig as stated in the Al Quran. However, if contain all this substance, it's still not halal to for us to consume. So third, the food, especially the food not prepared using equipment which are not free from filthy substance. So this is concern for us as Muslim travelers. For example, when you travel to Seoul and then you see street food. So if you notice, the owner of the street food will cook pork because they like to eat pork intestine, and then other non-pork food with the same utensil, with the same pan, with the same pot. So we still cannot eat food from the same pot using to cook pork. So and fourth, does not come in contact during preparation with food which does not fulfill above three requirements or any faulty substance. So this is an example when there's a meat factory, okay, that manage halal meat, but also the same factory manage non-halal meat. So the cross-contamination and contact during preparation, if there is contact of halal meat with pork, that will consider non-halal as well. So Muslim has been received backlash from non-Muslim because the cruelty of slaughtering animal. They said that slaughtering animal is barbaric. However, in Islam, there's a specific method how to slaughter the animal. So in this hadith, Rasulullah SAW said that verily Allah has enjoyed goodness to everything. So when you kill, kill in a good way, and when you slaughter, slaughter in a good way. So every one of you should sharpen his knife and let the slaughter animal die comfortably. So this is the guidelines for Muslim to slaughter animals, for you to not make them hurt, and it has to use the sharp knife. And also, Rasulullah SAW said, when one of you slaughter, let him complete it, meaning that one should sharpen the knife well and feed, water, and soothe the animal before killing it. So this is reflect that when we want to slaughter the animals should be in healthy conditions, and then when slaughter using a sharp knife, and then to process the meat with a clean factory and all that. So that is the importance of slaughtering according to Islamic way. So other than the non-permitted animals for us to eat, okay, this the example of permitted animals that we can eat this animal, but it has to be slaughtered according to Sharia way. So if it's not slaughtered according to the Sharia ways, so it is considered not permissible to eat this animal. So we have understand what is halal, and now is toyiban. Toyiban, good, quality, safe, clean, nutritious, and authentic. So we dive in to the details example of toyiban. So the word toyib is repeated, mentioned in the Al-Quran, which means something good, clean, pure, and quality. And also according to Al-Kawafi, toyiban has three meanings: al-tahir, pure and clean; al-halal, halal; and mustalith, goodness. So the concept of toyiban is actually in halal. So this is two concepts that complement each other. So the term toyibat, like toyibat, refers to something that is good, beneficial, and useful. So it has to be useful to the human being. And also if you eat something halal, it has to be food, the food has to be in a good quality, goodness, and benefit. So halal and thayyiban means any consumption of product, not exactly food, not only to food, any product which are not harmful and safe to be consumed as stressed in the Sharia law, and thus is allowed and permissible. So it has to meaning, it has to be said in the Al-Quran that we are allowed to eat this kind of food, and also it has to be safe, good, and has benefit on you, and also clean. So that is halal and also thayyiban. So that is why Malaysia emphasize on their halal ecosystem. So the food production, the food itself has to be halal, and the production line has to be clean and tayyib. And also, other than production, the things that we consume like food and cosmetic, Malaysia also has it halal service, which means halal logistic, and then Islamic banking and takaful, Islamic healthcare, and also halal tourism. And other than services, Malaysia also has the infrastructure of halal, which the halal R&D occur, and then involve standard and certification, and also halal industry park, and also the traceability system. So other than that, to support this ecosystem, we have the government support, we have our own halal standard that have been widely accepted in the world, and also halal human capital. This is when people have halal knowledge, and universities offer master in halal training and all that. So we continue with the halal global market. So this is the global Islamic economy. So as we can see, for example, food and beverages, 1.27 trillion in 2001, 2021 to 1.6 trillion in 2025. So this is the potential market request by Muslim around the world to have halal food. So for example, a easy example, so when we see the pilgrimage of Hajj and Umrah, when Muslim peoples go to Mecca and Medina to perform Hajj and Umrah, so there are so many demands of halal food there. And also, there are many Muslim peoples in the world that also wanted to consume halal products. So this is the potential. So we can see as Islamic finance, there are few trillions, fashion also, and tourism, few billions, media and recreation, another billion, also pharmaceuticals and cosmetic. So these are the potential of us from Muslim country to produce Muslim product to people around the world. So that is the potential of halal global market. And what you have to do if you want to embark yourself in this halal industry. So you have to have the halal certificate and also halal logo. So if you don't have this halal certificate, so you will lose 60% of market share without halal certificate. So this is very wasted, and we can proceed and apply for halal certificate. So this is the official Malaysia halal logo, and it contains these 6 important things. Okay, these 6 things is very important because there are many fake halal logo. So first, the halal logo should contain 2 stars with 5 vertices. Okay, on the left and right circle separating the words Malaysia and the Arabic word. And then second, halal should be in the center. And then third, there's a very unique number. So this number is very unique to your business. Okay, and consumer can use the number to search in the data. It's either you have a legit halal logo or your halal logo is a fake one. And then for Malaysia, along the top of the circle, and then halal in Arabic at the center. It's very big halal in the center, and then 6 Malaysia in Arabic along the bottom of the circle. Okay. Other than this logo, um, business, restaurant, especially, will have this halal certificate. So they will usually show their halal certificate at the restaurant so that Muslim will feel comfortable to dine in their restaurant. Okay, so who are responsible to oversees the halal compliance of this company? In Malaysia, it's JAKIM, Jabatan Agama Islam Malaysia, or in English, the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia. So this is the department is plays central role in planning Islamic affairs, management and development of the Ummah, including halal certification. Okay. So any business would like to apply for their halal certificate in Malaysia will use this system, my e-halal system, and they have to enter all the informations of their business in this system. So these are the information required. Of course, the company profile, the company business registration, the description of the product or menu, and the ingredients used, also the name and address of the manufacturer or ingredient supplier, and the halal status of the ingredients they use in their food product, type of packaging material, manufacturing process and procedure, and also other documents, and then the location and map of the premise and factory, because people in JAKIM, in the Islamic Affairs Department, will do a site visit to their location. So after apply the halal certificate on the system, so JAKIM will then conduct on a site inspection of the applicant premises. So during this site visit by JAKIM, so the business owner need to ready with all the documentation, so in case request by JAKIM. And after all this process, if the applicant is successful, the halal certification will be valid for only 2 years. For slaughterhouse, it will be valid for only 1 year. So for this both business, if they want to renew their halal certificate, they have to renew 3 months before the halal certificate expiration date. So this is the summary of the application process. First, the applicant has to go to JAKIM website and then go through the recognition procedure, download form, fill required information, and send JAKIM the form and necessary supporting documents. And then, this is the JAKIM evaluation process. They first evaluate all the documents, and then they come for site visit, and then the business owner have come for training, for halal training, and then compliance audit, and then they have to do the audit report, and then they have to go to halal panel committee. So if in case fail, okay, the applicant will be informed, and then they have to reapply. If pass, they will get appointment letter, and their business will be listed in the website as halal certified. So these are the example of foreign halal certificate that can be used in Malaysia. As we know, Malaysia halal logo is accepted to be used in other country. So other country halal certification and halal logo also can be used in Malaysia. So this is the example. So however, for these bodies to be accepted use in Malaysia, there's specific way to apply this. This is for the halal certification bodies, not for the business. In conclusion, halal and Thayyiban should come together. Any consumption of product must be allowable and permissible. It must be halal, and also it has to be safe and beneficial to be consumed. Second, halal ecosystem is including halal product, halal service, halal infrastructure. and the whole ecosystem must not cross-contaminated with non-halal elements. Third, the halal global market is huge, thus many business entities strive to get halal certification. And fourth, the Department of Islamic Development Malaysia (JAKIM) is responsible to monitor and issue halal certificate in Malaysia. And also, Malaysia recognize foreign halal certification including halal certificate from Majlis Ulama Indonesia. So that's all my presentation on understanding halal and also halal industry in Malaysia. And I hope you guys get some new knowledge and benefit from my presentation. So if you have any question, you can email me and my email. And this is a very great opportunity to share about halal industry in Malaysia. And hopefully I can see you guys again. Thank you so much for listening. Bye. Assalamualaikum.